Doncic can't find any space. 3 seconds. 2. Deep one. Doncic!
Oh my gosh.
Bingo!
That's what Luka Doncic does, and does it again to a team that he just beat last season in the Western Conference Finals. Not just a game-winning dagger from the logo, but also making that shot in front of the away crowd and then trash-talking right after. Honestly, this has very strong vibes of the game 2 that these two teams had last season. Luka plays Wolves away, the game is close, he gets that ISO with Gobert on him and turns the Frenchman into a dancing giraffe.
Doncic maneuvers for the lead. Got it! Got it! What a shot! Dallas has taken the lead!
In my eyes, both of these episodes are great in their own way. The one 5 months ago was an actual game winner in the playoffs. This one last night was against a much better perimeter defender in Alexander Walker, but was just a dagger with a minute left. And of course it was a super difficult shot. You be the judge in the comments and let me know which of these plays is better, but also show some love to the channel and subscribe. All I know, moments like these get stuck in fans' minds the most, and Minnesota just had 2 of those in such a short period of time. It's like watching the highlight reel of Luka dismantling the Clippers all over again. The step-back game winners.
Back to Doncic. Doncic pulls up, three-pointer. Bang! Bang! It's good! Doncic wins the game at the buzzer!
Doncic, 5 to shoot. Against Harden. Doncic lines it up. It goes! He is that guy!
It's just all too familiar. 4 Clippers have been on the receiving end of this every single year, and now it seems like Timberwolves are next in line. Anyways, besides that dagger, this was an incredible game to watch. Especially considering both teams were at the top of the West last year and now have made some significant changes and additions. More significant in the case of Minnesota, of course, and it's interesting how all those criticisms about Julius Randle actually shrinking the floor compared to Cat are not coming to fruition so far. He hit 3 of 3 from deep this game, one of which was super contested, and generally speaking, a 33% career shooter is currently hitting threes at 63%. But obviously this game wasn't about Randle or even Luka at first. We saw a cook-off between Kyrie and Anthony Edwards, and oh boy, what a shape both of these guys are in. Kyrie dropped 35 and topped it by dropping 37, plus both of them played close to 40 minutes. Starting with Kyrie, he's had his best game of the season so far, hitting 6 threes out of 8. He did do most of his damage against Nickeil Alexander-Walker and Mike Conley, who are both guys known for solid defense. Then he cooked Randle on ISO numerous times, but the one with 2.5 minutes left in the fourth was probably the most important shot before Luka's dagger.
Irving, one-on-one with Randle. Irving shows it, fires it, and hits! Kyrie Irving! Got him!
I just said Kyrie hit 6 threes in that game, but there was a man named Anthony Edwards who hit the same 6 in the first quarter alone, with 4 of them being in a row. So 24 of those 37 points and scored actually came in the first. Talk about that new and improved jump shot after getting some advice from KD during the Paris Olympics this summer. That jumper is definitely looking smoother than before, regardless that he missed almost all other attempts he had. Still, 7 out of 13 is a crazy good result for the Ant-Man. It's actually insane how much more he's willing to shoot the 3 this year compared to last, and it reflects in the numbers too. 6.8 threes attempted per game in 2023-24 compared to 13.3 this year. Let me know in the comments if you think he should dial it back and go to the rack more. And generally speaking, Ant has been unconscious to start the season. 30 points per game, 41.5% from 3, 6.3 rebounds. Those are some crazy stats, and I'm not sure anyone expected them. Of course, you could have expected that if you watched our video on whether Team USA experienced prime NBA young stars to become MVP contenders. I'll leave the link in the description below so you can check it out. So Ant was insane, Kyrie was chefing it up, but Luka had to steal the show, because that's just what he does. There was this moment in the second quarter, by the way, where Jaden McDaniels hit Luka's leg from behind and still managed to score without getting off the ground.
By Irving. They get a reload here. Doncic has tossed it right to Randle. Off to the races. Irving looks ahead. And Doncic is going to lay it in.
It turned out to be nothing serious after all. He went to the locker room, got checked out, and returned to the game shortly after. And Luka was Luka all game, to be honest, and that's not to say that it's all positive. A game prior to this, he shot 1 from 9 from 3. What was his shooting from deep this game? Well, let's just say that before that sidestep pull-up from the logo, he had attempted 7 3-pointers and made 0. I know the shot clock was running out and it forced Luka to take the shot, but it still shows the confidence this man has after going 0 of 7. Just time and time again proving he has one of the greatest killer instincts in the league. So many game winners, and many of them after struggling to shoot prior. And this last point I want to make is about the rotations both coaches used. I think it really shows how important this game was mentally for both Minnesota and Dallas. Chris Finch essentially used an 8-man rotation, with Joe Ingles having 4 minutes on the court. Meanwhile, Jason Kidd relied on 9 guys, with Jaden Hardy getting 4 minutes. Luka and Kyrie both on 40 minutes, which isn't surprising knowing those guys' usage, but Ant averaging 39 minutes this season is something to be noted for sure. I'm sure the numbers are going to drop shortly, but I still thought it was interesting that both coaches took the Western Conference Final replay very seriously. So those were my thoughts on this insanity of a game. Let me know yours in the comments below. Also, subscribe to the channel for more, and I'll see you in the next one.